Naimbag na sapa tayo, kami na unang buksan. Sorry. Good morning to each and every one of us. For today's flag raising ceremony, the sponsor is the Provincial Prosecutor's Office, headed by Provincial Prosecutor Benedict A. Bataras. To lead us in prayer, the prayer will be led by A. Chris Sabading, and for the singing of the national anthem for the year in the Benguet, it will be conducted by Nico Ba. Let us now put ourselves in the presence of our Lord.
Salamat po at pananggalit kami. Salamat at salamat hindi kami protektahan matangin at kami dapat makabasin. Ito kami ng magkaroon ng gawatan mo naman ang tutuloy na protection. Gawatan mo Lord, iksa, inayat na sila at silbi kami si Pupus para kagalitin. Gawatan mo lang Lord, heavenly wisdom and strength are in yourself. But no maraming trabaho hindi ang alam. Pwede ano tinawag mo, pinapagod
Magi sa silang alam ng Diyos sa dalibong buwan lupang gilig din ka nang mabili sa manlulog ang kapasisi sa dagatapundok sa simula sa langit mo'y bugaw may walang tulad awit sa wilayang minamakan ng tawat mo'y dati na nagniningning ang bituin at araw niya kailan pamay di magiging yung palang araw ng luwalhatit pagsinta buhay langit sa piling mo Aming ligaya na pag may nangapi ang mamatay ng dahil sa'yo.
Good morning once again. That this second week of October, we are celebrating the National Mental Health Week, and we will now call the Provincial Health Office for some announcement regarding the offer of mental health.
Good morning, everyone. As we celebrate Mental Health Week this October, this is the every second week of October of every year was declared as National Mental Health Week by President Fidel P. Ramos on August 25, 1994 through the Presidential Proclamation number 452. And the World Federation of Mental Health has aligned the 2024 theme with their global campaign, in which our theme for today, we have here, it is time to prioritize mental health in the workplace. So this week, although mental health should always be every day in in the workplace, we have line up activities in celebration of this mental week. So first is we launched this mental week celebration. And then on October 9, move your body, free your body, Zumba your way to mental health wellness. Uh, and October 10, we have here the World Mental Health Day. It's time to prioritize mental health in the workplace forum. So I believe that we invited at least 5 participants from each of the offices to join the forum. And on October 11, we have another mental health, wellness, Zumba, and basking activities. So we believe that as we celebrate this mental health, so ko natin meron, our province, our PLGU has been prioritizing our mental health in the workplace. But it is also our responsibility to make ourselves aware that our mental health should also be prioritized as part of our physical health. So we must be aware of all the challenges, the stress in the workplace, and how to face or how to manage all this stress. So tulungan tayo maglang tibagi tayo for this mental health being. So that will be our activities for this week. So itutuloy tayo that after this week, we still observe our mental health in the workplace. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am. For the ceremonial signing, we will call Honorable Melchor Douglas, Honorable Erickson Felipe, and the members of the Sangguniang.
Minsan, hindi ako lumapit.
Good morning to everyone, to my fellow public servants in the province of Benguet, of course, headed by our very own Governor Melchor Daguines Ticlas, the Sangguniang Panlalawigan members, mga kasla kompleto man niya, and of course, the different offices, national line agencies, and most especially to our ESCOFAD for this 2024. Naimbag nga sa pa kanyayo amin. Please allow me to briefly discuss an overview of what we have just signed. Although it was earlier signed by our provincial governor, ang kaya't mi nga ipakaambo nga we do have a comprehensive mental health ordinance in the province of Benguet. This ordinance was actually earlier years, we do have a mental health ordinance. It was more on the treatment side. But we would like in the province of Benguet to be, publicly, all of us to be aware of what mental health is. So as mentioned by Dr. Dulay, we do have the Mental Health Week. This is in observance for us to raise awareness on what mental health issues. It is also talking openly, which can reduce the misconceptions and stigma and can encourage those who are suffering to seek help and find a support network. This comprehensive mental health ordinance of the province of Benguet encompasses promotion, early detection, prevention, treatment, management, and reintegration. Of course, to be implemented across diverse settings such as in the communities, learning centers, workplaces, and in mental health facilities. The creation of the mental health is, of course, we have to create the Mental Health Council, and under it is the technical working group which will spearhead the implementation of programs of the province on mental health. We also, one of the provisions we should institutionalize mental health programs at the barangay, at the Sangguniang Kabataan, schools, colleges, and universities, workplaces, manpower, recruitment, and placement agencies, government offices, prisons, and other closed settings, the law enforcement agencies in the province of Benguet. Also, in the ordinance is a detailed referral system and service delivery network. It is specified in the ordinance the referral system will be discussed thoroughly by the council, because in the council, different offices will come together to discuss. And knowing the existing manpower that we have, because although sad to say we cannot talaga nga i-detalye because we lack psychologists, we are not yet established with a mental health unit. Nung daytoy to ma-emphasize nga that will be created under the council spearheaded by the technical working group. Also, in the ordinance is a mental health helpline. The very purpose of this mental health helpline is to establish and operate a dedicated mental health helpline to provide immediate support, information, and referral services to individuals experiencing mental health crisis or in need of emotional support within the province through multiple communication channels, including telephone, text messaging, and online platform. Also, the establishment of mental health units at the Benguet General Hospital, district hospitals, and at the Provincial Health Office. Also, together with the Gateway Barangay local government units, the municipal local government unit, and the province. The bulk of this ordinance emphasizes on the continuum of care. Inya, the continuous sequence, a series of elements of care placed together in a continuous order without any possible gaps in between. Inya. So we have under this, the mental health promotion, the prevention and early detection services, treatment and management, and the reintegration all should be established in a community setting, school setting, and a workplace setting. Reintegration is very important. Yeah, it is the most crucial because once naka-recover, one who have suffered previously, the individual should once he get back to the community, should focus in on them facilitating the successful transition of individuals back into their communities. You know, when we were conducting about research, benchmarking, for a year actually, we did this for a year, tapos kita until the best provision to be placed in the ordinance. In one of the research, tiringwar gamin nga why we have this problem is kurang iti livelihood. Iso nga most on financial issues and also on family matters. So the I can't emphasize on this provision. So in the reintegration, it is also provided that once na naagasan and ready the person to go back in the community, the government will help he or her through livelihood. Iso nga, that is the very reason why we have more livelihood programs niya under the, of course, the care of our provincial governor. So for a more detailed discussion on this, you're all welcome here to the Sangguniang Panlalawigan. So I think that would be all for mental health, and we hope and of course we are encouraging everyone. It is not only the government kuma. So nga kayo lang, if you see somebody na who needs any problems, you could always refer tayo to the proper like for now kami kirong group nga who spearheads this one is the PHO, but siguro in the future as we go on there will also be like a unit in the capital who would be also dealing among the military workers. So thank you very much and God bless to everyone. Thank you.
Now may we call the Provincial Social Welfare and Development Office for the term of the spoken.
Okay, thank you. So if the second week of October is the mental health, the first week of October, October 1 to 7, is also the Elderly Filipino Week. So this is through the proclamation number 470 issued by then President Fidel Ramos on September 26, 1994. So in line with this, the province of Benguet enacted an ordinance to support the celebration, uh, the Provincial Ordinance Number 04-93 entitled An Ordinance Enacting Senior Citizens of Officer for a Day in Appropriating Funds thereof. So today, to this year's Elderly Week theme is Senior Citizens Building the Nation, Inspiring Generation. So today we will be witnessing the turnover of responsibility to our senior citizens official for a day. So we start with our Sangguniang Panlalawigan members. Um, May we request our officials to lay over the sashes to our senior citizens official for a day. So as I call your name, please come forward. From the municipality of Bugyas, we have here ISCOFAD board member, Honorable Judith C. Domingo. May we have to be such by board member Honorable Marirose T. Fongwan Hibes. From the municipality of La Trinidad, we have here ISCOFAD board member Honorable Robert F. Lauro, to be such by our incumbent board member, Honorable Fernando M. Balaudan Sr. From the municipality of Itogon, Escofada board member Leopoldo C. Mendoza, to be such by board member Roberto K. Canoto. From the municipality of Bacol, Escofad board member Tito W. Sison, to be such by board member Robin E. Pawan.
Wah, yung dawain ano ka tan bagas pawad mo. Mas tito. Ito ang pastor. Sango mo.
From Kabayan, Flencia B. Pagsiin, to be such by Honorable Joel B. Tingbawan Jr. From Tuba, Escofada board member Johnny S. Cosme, to be such by board member Neptali B. Camsol. From Sablan, Escofad board member Florence C. Esperanza, to be such by Honorable Johannes A. Amuasen.
From Kapangan, Escofada Board Member Alfredo E. Basalong, to be such by Honorable Alexander T. Fianza.
Huwag ka na na yung pinatundang video. Tulungan eh. Kayo, sinta kayo na eh.
From Bukod, Escofad Board Member Beatriz C. Bayi, to be such by Board Member Florencio V. Bentres.
Ito yung mga
From
Kapangan,
Kapangan,
Paris eh.
Escofad Board Member Prudencio L. Lacasandile, to be such by Honorable Juan M. Nazaro Jr. From Mangkayan, Escofad Board Member Abelardo B. Kudyaman, to be such by Board Member Mika B. Kaya. Again, from Mangkayan, Escofad Board Member Alita M. Lumabong, to be such by Board Member Ronald C. Kimaki.
Ano po mo?
From Tuva, Escobad Board Member Virgie P. Katung, to be such by Board Member Oliver K. Paos. From Ato, Escofada Board Member Crosby D. Inmusa, to be such by Board Member Benjamin